Hello folks, welcome to another anime video, and this one I'm not really going to cover any particular anime. What I'm going to cover are like stereotypes that you'll see in animes. The first one that's in a lot of anime, and especially the school-based anime, is that it's the stomach growl. That's in like I think 99% of animes. It's normally in like in one episode. Of course, it's used as an icebreaker. Normally it's like when the MC meets up with his female counterpart, or he meets up with his buddy for the first time. You'll get the stomach growl. Yeah, of course that's a cliche, anime cliche. So I guess the anime cliches. Yes, it's always it's always he's the MC is your average everyday doesn't stick out character until something happens to him. That's another cliche. As for the I guess the newer type anime where the character gets pulled into an MMO world or into a fantasy world, they're always a otaku, a game nerd, someone who's antisocial basically. Yeah, and I'm in the middle of watching one now where it's kind of like that, and I'll go over that anime when I'm done with it. It's getting. I'm about halfway through watching it, and I'm getting to a point where okay, I might stop watching this anime, so I may not even cover it. Yeah, because if I don't completely watch the complete anime, I most likely won't do a review on it. I'll probably do a review of these animes I tried watching, but gave up because of this or that. Of course, there's the four, especially school animes. There's the four cliche character types, archetype. There's the lowly. There's always there's the lowly type. The girl with the glasses with the big boob. There's the tomboy type. Names are normally Tomo. There's the I guess the tall, pretty, normally the president of the school, what you call it, the school council. She's normally the president of the school council. She's also good. She's also athletic. So yeah, so if you watch a school-based anime, and if it has like the female as the MC, she'll normally have her female friends around her, and those will be like the four archetype that you're going to see. Another one is the desk is always towards the window, and it's normally the second desk. About 90% of them is like normally the second desk from the back. So it's like the row that's next to the window, second desk to the last desk on that row. And I don't know if that's something that and I kind of read up on that. They're saying the reason they do that is so that more things can happen and they don't have to draw as much, because if you make it like the first row or the row over, or the row that's over towards the wall, then you have to flip it around, or it's rarely it's going to be where the MC is sitting towards the middle of the class, but normally it's going to be the row over at the window. Oh yes, I almost forgot the LMB, the loudmouth bitch. You're always going to have, especially school-based anime where there's a male MC. You're going to get one LMB, guarantee. Sometimes she turns out to be the love interest, and sometimes she's just a background character that comes in every now and then. cause trouble for the male MC. Let's see here. Let's see. Yes, for school lunch, if it's a school-based MC for school lunch, they always want melon bread or some sort of a bread. I'm not a huge the thing is, I'm not a huge bread eater. You know, my friends kind of made fun of me. I've always, if I ordered a hamburger, my coworkers too, they're like, "What the hell? Why are you taking off one of the slices of the bread?" And yes, if you have an In-N-Out burger, In-N-Out burger does make a sure, I don't know what, there's a code. It's not on the menu, but there's a code that you can just tell them, hey, make me a burger with no buns. So what basically what they'll do is that, you know, for the buns, they'll stuttering. Let me get some drink here. So to replace the bun, they basically use lettuce. So you got lettuce on top, lettuce on bottom, and for the longest time, I always remove. So basically, whichever slice of the bread doesn't have any sauce on it. So if it's the top one, I take the top off. If it's the bottom one, I take the bottom off. And not that I was trying to cut carbs, which of course that helps too. Cutting carbs, getting rid of one of your bread slices on your hamburger. It's just I'm not real big on bread, so I'll eat bread, but I'm not real big. I said when I order hamburger, I always take one of the bread slices out, and turns out a lot of people are doing that now. When they order hamburger, they're throwing away, or you can even tell them, hey, just you know, put one slice of bread and at first they'll probably give you a weird look, but now I think fast food joints are kind of used to people just, you know, telling them, hey, one slice of bread only. Because if you're going to throw it away, then yeah, I mean, I can see why I don't see why they would bother. But most times, just order and just throw it away. I mean, you're not wasting a whole lot of food. It's just one slice of bread. Yeah, but back to the anime. Yes, so one is that, yes, they see the male archetype. Let's see here. If normally with if the male is an MC, normally he won't, there won't be like a male. There'll be like two types. There's the main MC, and then there's his comedic relief buddy. That's pretty much it. So the male archetype is the main MC, and a comedic then he'll have a harem. And I don't really mind harem because the thing with the harem-based anime, a lot of them are, and I don't mind it. That a lot of them does have romance, but a lot of times there is no romance involved. He just has a lot of females around him that's swooning over the MC, but he doesn't really have, like, say, you know, a specific one that is like a love interest. Sometimes there is, you know, sometimes there's like would there be a love? So if it's a harem, wouldn't be a love triangle, a square triangle, penta, love. Anyways, so that's another cliche, is the harem. Let's see here. See, I should have wrote this down. I covered the otaku in the you know, being summoned to the fantasy world. Let's see here. Well, I guess I'll do this one. Another anime type that I don't like is the one where well, this particular one I just tried watching. So he's he basically has, the MC is like OP, right? And he did something. Damn, I'm trying to. Cause I watched like three episodes of it and said, okay, I'm done with this. So he's strong. The MC is strong, and he does something that gets himself in trouble. And then like a year later, he enrolls in this magic school. and I believe there might be a genre for this. Normally it's fantasy based, and normally it goes the MC gets enrolled in this magic school. First day he shows up, you know, and he's normally and of course he normally starts off as like a loser. People kind of look at him strange, like, oh man, who's this loser? What is he doing at our school? Now normally he'll run into the LMB, and about maybe the first or the second episode, she's going to challenge him to a duel, you know, a magic duel or some sort of a mecha duel if it's a mecha based sci-fi mecha based anime. And usually the MC will either come really close to beating and of course she will normally be the president of the student council. So either he will just flat out beat her and humiliate her, because he beats her, damn Junebug, or he'll come close to it and something will happen, like a big monster will attack the stadium. You know, I've tried watching a few of those. I can't get past like the third episode. It's like, no thanks. Oh yeah, there was one that I watched past the third episode, and I kind of gave up towards the end. I was like, okay, I'm like, okay, one more episode. Like, oh man, it's the same crap. One more episode. Because in that one, I was the MC, of course. Like I said, they always enter as like the guy in the bottom. He's got, you know, he's got some magic power, but he's like real weak. And I kept hoping that they were going to build him up, but they never did. So I was like, okay, screw this, I'm done. You know, I gave you 7, 8, 9 episodes, and he's still a weakling. And of course, another anime that I stopped watching is the kind where the MC gets beat up all the time by the LMB. And you know, those I guess when I was, you know, younger, in the younger years, that I didn't really notice them. You know, I you know, really laughed it off, like, ha ha ha. It's like the MC cracks a joke. You know, the loudmouth bitch will come over and like kick him into the sky, or she'll smash him in the head, and you know, he's not on the ground. I guess if you're, you know, into female dominatrix and stuff like that, those animes you might enjoy, but I don't enjoy those. See, another one, I just thought of it. The one was it oh yes, the male MC accidentally seeing the female characters, or the main female character's underwear, or he walks into, like, you know, the bathroom, or the girls' bathroom, or the girls' changing room by accident, and they always stare. It's like okay, man, look, it's, you know, when you look at boobs, you don't stare. It's like the sun. You look at it, you glance, and you look away. And the cliche is that they open the door and they'll stand there and like, you know, and then of course inevitably they you know, they get kicked in the face, or they get, you know, something thrown at them, and yes, that one you'll see a lot in a lot of anime, not just the school-based anime where the MC, you know, the wind blows up the female skirt, he sees the underwear, and he's like, hey man, it ain't my fault, the wind blew it up, and he will still get clobbered. And of course, it's you know, I guess there's not a reverse of that, you know, or I guess there was one particular anime, I forgot the name, where the female, where the female characters will either fondle the male MC, or she'll walk in on him, and he's like naked, you know. You know, for once, I would like to see where the guy clobbers the girl. You know, like, hey, I'm taking a bath, you know, and then knocks her out. That ain't happening, of course. Yeah, that's another cliche. The walking in on the girl as she's bathing, or wind blows up, you see her underwear, and the guy gets clobbered. Now there's a few more. Of course, I said I should have. There's a whole bunch. I should have wrote them down. Not a fan of lowly. Of course, if there's a lowly character, that's fine. I don't mind with it. But if the anime is based solely on that, I don't mind chibi, which is a lot of animes now are having like a OVA where they turn the characters small and cute, and I don't mind those, but if they're OVAs where there's 1 or 2 episodes, okay, that's cool. But and I'm not going to watch a 12, 24 episodes of that. Let's see, first kiss. I almost forgot that one. Yes, the cliche of "you stole my first kiss," the indirect kiss, where the MC drinks out of a bottle of water or a glass, and then the either a female character or another character drinks out of the same glass. The indirect kiss. Let's see, which other one? I guess giant weapons would be a cliche too. You know, the MC will either have like a giant sword, or if it's gun based, he'll have a gun that's like the size of a house. Let's see here. Now in the older animes, I'm talking like way back in the like 80s and 90s, they really super disproportionately drew the male characters like 10 feet tall, and the female characters were like 3 feet tall. Oh, I forgot there was a, and of course, you know, Fist of the North Star would be kind of a Fist of the North Star would kind of, because they had some of the, would kind of be an example of that, because they had some characters on there that were like 10 feet tall that Kenshiro had to dispatch. Oh, did I shoot bug? Did he land on me? Anyways, okay, let me see if I can think of one more before I shut the video down. Yeah, disproportionately sized male to female character. Yeah, and they did it in modern animes too. Oh yes, the tsundere characters. I can't stand those. The one that everyone always referred to for the first time they've seen a tsundere character is the Tora. I think it's Tora. I'll put it here. And I remember watching an anime too, and yeah, and I kept thinking, I said, what's wrong with this girl? Why is she... It's like she likes the guy likes her, but why is she acting like a bitch? You know? I really can't explain tsundere. You just have to kind of, go onto your anime streaming service and type it in, and you'll get a whole bunch of anime that's going to come up. But it's normally female characters that word refers to. So basically, it's a it's a female character that just acts like a bitch. You know, she'll yeah, she'll be one of those where if the male character does anything out of line, he's not even cracking a joke. You know, oh, these damn June bugs, man, they're all over me. No, he can do, basically, if he does anything out of line, just a little bit, she'll punch him in the head, and just do like mean things to the MC, but she likes the MC, and so what the, yeah, so those types of characters I don't really like, and if anime has one, if she's like a background character, then I don't mind. But if she's like the MC's main love interest, then of course it's like, okay, I'm done. I'm moving on to the next anime. So yes, check those out, and of course, look out for those cliches. You'll see them. You've probably noticed them yourself. You've probably noticed them yourself and didn't really take a note of it until you actually watch a whole lot of anime. Then you kind of say, okay. yeah, that no, that cliche I'm okay with. This cliche I'm not okay with. If they got, if this is in the anime, I'm gonna cut it and go to another anime. So yeah, the stomach growl I'm fine with that, but the ones that I'll stay away from are like the Sunder characters, and the LMBs. As long as they're not the MC's main love interest, if she's a background character, I'll put up with it. Animes where the MC is treated like like he's an idiot, and is always getting beat, physically abused. There's one that I've watched many years ago, and I rewatched it again, and of course, this time, man, I'm gonna stop you. These Dawn June bugs, man. Yeah, so let's see here. The anime was like a it was supernatural, and he so I guess these vampires are supernatural beings. Decides to, I guess, make his home into their home, and it's like every little thing the guy did, he was getting physically abused, like kicked through the door, punched through the roof, and I guess the first time I watched it, it was like ha 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 funny, man. Every time he does something stupid, he gets physically abused. And watched it a second time, I'm like, okay, man, I can't watch this. I'm done. I may have watched this 5-10 years ago, but now I was like, no, I'm not going to put up with that kind of stuff. Well, that's it. Well, thank you guys for watching. Watch out for the cliches, and enjoy your anime.